What's going on, guys? Today I'm flying out the American Premium Spitfire Mark 9. It's a Tier 4 aircraft with a battle rating of 5.3. Now this is one of the more common premium airplanes at this tier. A lot of people bought it so that they could grind the American jets. I've wanted it for a long time myself, but I had never had the Golden Eagles to buy it. All of that changed on Halloween when they had the 50% off aircraft sale. I splurged a little bit and bought this one among a few others. Anyway, we're about 5 minutes into this match. I've climbed up to about 6 kilometers and I've encountered the first aircraft. It's a Russian I-185. He's looking to go into a head-on, but I'm going to try to avoid him. Managed to get one lucky shot, but nothing serious. I slightly underestimated this plane's maneuverability. You tend to take things like that for granted. I'm not all that concerned though, because he didn't do any major damage to my plane, and I'm still in a pretty good position. Now the Spitfire comes with 2 Hispano cannons with 240 rounds of ammunition, as well as 4 7.7mm Browning machine guns of 1,400 rounds. You can see I decided to turn off that guy. I'm going to keep an eye on him just to see if he decides to turn back on me. Sometimes people will see that you're turning away from them, then they'll turn back around. There's a Yak 9 below me. He's awfully tempting because he's not all that far down. At the same time, I want to keep an eye on that I-185. See, it's a Yak 9P, a very dangerous plane. Going to a slight dive, going up. Put a couple of shots into him. He continues to climb and he ends up getting fireballed. Well, you can actually hear him falling apart. I love those fires. Yak 3 down below. Some more Yaks, I-185. Really nothing else up here with me. Oh, Yak. One of the beautiful things about the Spitfire is its ability to climb. So in this position, you can often find yourself above everyone else. I don't recommend using this like a Fractal, for example, which is primarily a boom and zoomer. You can boom and zoom with the Spitfire, but it's really more of a turning aircraft. What I tend to do is use the altitude that I get in the climb to force people down. If I can do that, I can usually best them at a lower altitude in a turning fight. I see this Yak, he wants a piece of me. However, I don't want anything to do with him. He's got 3 nose-mounted 20mm cannons. I really don't want to get shot in the face. So of course I try to use the Spitfire for what its really strengths are, and that is as a turning aircraft. Got a couple hits on him, nothing critical. Follow him up into a vertical. Just missed shots. Just missed. Fire a couple of 7.7s. I don't want to waste any of my cannons. At the same time, I'm not going to follow him down into that dive. The reason being, I don't want to give up all my altitude just for one kill. People often make that mistake. Looks like he's coming back up. Yeah. He's trying to zoom climb up to meet me. He's a smart little bastard. I'll give him that. I didn't expect that initially. I thought he was just going to dive away from me. I didn't expect him to come back up to me. But that's alright. We got a little bit of a challenge here. I don't mind trying to dogfight with this guy, especially in the Spitfire. It looks like he's zooming away. He's not climbing though. He's trying to build up a lot of speed, possibly go after the other Spitfire. That's what I would have done. No, he's zoom climbing. Why? Seriously, what are you doing, dude? There's only so much altitude you can climb or gain in a zoom climb. Eventually you're going to run out of energy, and you're going to get stalling yourself out and leaving yourself vulnerable to a couple of 20mm cannons like that. And all of a sudden your engine's dead, and you're on fire and about to die. I really don't get it. That was a really foolish mistake on his part. I really don't understand what he was trying to do there. I suppose he could say that he was hoping that I was going to follow him up, and that he would have more energy than I would, and that I would run out of energy before he did, and so I would be theoretically having to dive down before he would. Thereby he would be on my tail and I could be in a vulnerable position, but I was nowhere near running out of energy. I don't know. I'm honestly at a loss of words right now. I just don't get it. Right now, there's nobody showing up. There's two opponents left, and there's nobody showing up on radar. And I would think that if they're over here by the P-51s or the F-7F, that one of them would show up, or that they would be calling for help or something. So I'm guessing that they're climbing. The question is where and how high. That's one of those frustrating parts about realistic battles, is you never know where that last one or two holdout players are. They could be climbing at 10 kilometers. I've actually had that happen to me a couple of times just this past week, where I've had bombers and even fighters climbing literally to 10 kilometers. You know how long it takes to climb to 10 kilometers? Alright, finally, enemy spotted. Got a Yak and an I-185. Which to go for? Thankfully, they're both at a similar altitude as I am. I think the Yak is starting to climb just a little bit. Well, if he's climbing, I'm going to start weapon him just a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been running my engine at about 85% here for the last couple of minutes because I wanted to keep that engine cool, just in case I had to do some fighting. You never know when that engine temperature is going to come back to bite you if you rev it too long. Looks like they're headed over here towards the P-51. Neither one of them are diving, however. Alright, one's close enough to see him. This is where that new 6 kilometer spotting distance mechanic that Gaijin introduced kind of disappoints me, because I can't see the Yak of the I-185. I don't know if they're still high or if they decided to dive down a little bit. I have to basically rely on my P-51 and judge where he's at in relation to me in terms of altitude. By the looks of it, he's low, which makes me think that the Yak, or even maybe the I-185 is low. There, I can see the Yak finally. 5 kilometers closing. I-185 is also low. Looks like they're both trying to engage the P-51. I have an F-7F coming in on my right, also low. Damn it, we lost the P-51. Now they're going to engage the Tiger Cat over here. And the Tiger Cat's in a bad position because he's really not best equipped for a turn fight. I'm really more suited for that. Yak 3 comes in. Got a hit on him, but nothing critical. I have no idea where the I-185 is. My hope is he's on the Tiger Cat and not me, because I'm blacking out and I can't see where anybody is. There we go. Yak 3 going below me. Oh, the I-185 is dead. P-51 took him out. It just leaves the Yak 3. Try to follow him up into the climb. He's trying to get that. Damn it, he got that Tiger Cat. I open up, get a couple of shots into his tail. Now this is where I screw up just a little bit. You see that retract flaps message that keeps popping up? This is as a new feature in War Thunder in the 1.43 patch, and it made me second guess my instincts as to how fast I should be going before my flaps rip off. So I wasn't able to get on the yak's tail right away. I hate that message. I'm not sure if Gaijin thinks it's or considers it a bug or not, but I think they should remove it personally. I've flown the Spitfire a lot, mostly in arcade, admittedly, but I am familiar with what it can do and what it shouldn't be able to do. And I kind of know in my mind how fast a Spitfire should be able to turn without its flaps ripping off. But every time I see that message, it makes me hesitant. It makes me second guess my instincts as to how far I could be able to push this plane before the flaps start to rip off. And the flaps can rip off. I have had that happen, just not in a long time. Anyway, as you can see with this premium aircraft, I was able to get over 31,000 in vehicle research points. That's with a premium account and the daily double. That's only with three kills. If you're able to do better, of course, you get more lions and vehicle research points, but you get the idea. This plane is definitely something I would recommend buying if you can get the plane on sale or if you can afford it at full price. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment in the section below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Take care, guys.